Now listen, I don't use Twitter. I visited Twitter for a brief moment to look at somebody's profile. They had retweeted something that shook me to my core. Oni Miku is probably the best thing I've ever drawn. Now, Oni is one of my favorite RPG Maker games of all time. I am a very big fan of Oni. So I liked the tweet. Little did I know! They turned her into Jeff the Killer. They turned her into Gygus. They turned her into the Maze Game. They turned her into the Backrooms. They turned her into the fucking chick from that one horror movie. They turned her into Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, all three of them. They turned her into the fucking Pages from Slenderman. They turned her into Suicide Mouse. They turned her into YouTube 666. They turned her into Michael Myers. Judging by the caption, they turned her into Abandoned by Disney. They turned her into sonic.exe. They turned her into Momo. They turned her into the fucking I Feel Fantastic video. They turned her into Gaster. They turned her into Laughing fucking Jack, I think. They turned her into Smile Dog. They turned her into Salad Figures. They turned her into Springtrap. They turned her into Tails Doll. They turned her into Slenderman. They turned her into the Mario creepypasta. They turned her into the fucking Maze jump scare. They turned her into Strangled Red. They turned her into Missing No. They turned her into Freddy Fazbear. They turned her into the other Smile Dog. They turned her into Buckshot Roulette. They turned her into Slendy Tubbies. They turned her into the fucking, what's the name of this guy who fucking spooned his eyes out? They turned her into that goddamn Peanut SCP. They turned her into the fucking Gwen from Amnesia. They turned her into Ben Trout. They turned her into the Rake. They made her into Who Wants to Gnaw on Human Bones. I'm not even gonna say this one. They turned her into Dead Bart. This guy's just a crazy good artist. Which one's Laughing Jack? Oh, it was Eyeless Jack, but I said Laughing Jack. They turned her into Eyeless Jack. They turned her into Brian. They turned her into Goku. They turned her into the Beast. They turned her into Hero Brian. Well, more like they turned Hero Brian into her, let's be real. It's a stone. She didn't make it. They turned her into the goddamn purple guy. They turned her into the Fun is Infinite screen. Now they turned her into Laughing Jack. There it is. They turned her into Happy Happy. They turned her into Morbius. Morbius. I just said Morbius. I've been scrolling for so long, I don't know if I said Suicide Squidward or not. They turned her into Ted the Caver! I'm not gonna even have an audio clip of me saying this on my channel, at least not yet. Petscop, it's maybe not as surprising given how long I've been scrolling. They turned her into Yuri. They turned her into Siren Head. They turned her into Happy Tree Friends! I don't even remember what this picture's from at this rate. They turned her into Baldy, I guess? They turned her into the scary visual novel that PewDiePie played. They turned her into I'm Scared! I've scrolled past a lot of them, but there's a lot of Mandela Catalog Miku. This is not the first Who Are You Running From I've seen, but like, man. They turned her into her from I'm Scared, not just Whiteface. They couldn't leave it there. No, there's another Whiteface. So that's Laughing Jack, right? This is Laughing Jack, and the other one is Eyeless Jack. I got my Jacks mixed up. I was literally thinking that. I was thinking somebody needed to do the Russian sleep experiment. But I was like, how do you do that? And that's how. They buried her alive. Is that the fucking theater? No, I thought this dude didn't make art. He was just suggesting it. Can she?
God, I wish Miku would steal my kidneys.
I have a headache.